for championship number 3 in a row. While FEU, who has only missed the final 4, let's just look at that. Everybody talked about Ateneo because of William Navarro pops out. Nieto, Navarro, Wong comes out of the screen, backs up. Back to Wong with 3 to shoot at the 8-minute mark. Wong has to put it up, or Nieto will. Right at the horn. And our first bucket of 27 remaining in our first quarter. Navarro gets the screen, the roadblock from Kwame, then navigates through. Chuente was there to bother. Kwame is trying to clean up, dribbles out of trouble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wong against Kani. Wong with a little shove to make some space for himself.
And talk about the second chance points for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. They're actually at 20 offensive rebounds per game compared to the only 12 of FEU. So talk about gang rebounding for the front line of FEU to be able to gain more possessions in this ball game.
The three-point shooting has to be on for FEU today, especially with Kwame just clogging down that lane. Sometimes you don't see the subtleties in the game. Like in that play, pwede na tumira si Tuffin, but he had to kick it out because Ange Kwame was
just bothered really by his outstretched arms.
Gonzalez, that's another move.
Yeah.
That normally, whether he was in high school or maybe last year, if Kwame wasn't around, would go straight to the hole and take it strong.
But great weak side defense also there by third-year Ravenna, intercepting the pass that LJ Gonzalez wanted to put out to Ken Tuffin.
5-0. (12 on the 24 in a traveling infraction, again forced by the pressure of the former Rookie of the Year.
And so far, you see really the front line of Ateneo really extending high, pressuring all the on-ball guards and big men of FEU.
Coach Olsen's hand is forced here. He's already going to try to get Comboy back into this game, or actually into this game for the very first time.
And so far for third-year Ravenna, having missed his first 2 3-point attempts compared to USD, he actually made his first 2 3-point attempts.
Tuffin will move out. Comboy will come in. As I mentioned, averaging 16 points and 43% shooting so far in the 2 games. They averaged 7.8 last year and 22.7 field goals percentage though. So looking to be the man for FEU.
And also the spark plug off the bench,
Correct.
which is why he was made the 6th man for the FEU Tamaraws and Coach Olsen Rosella.
In and out for William Navarro. Kani goes to his right. Close out by Navarro. Here comes Comboy against 30. Dribble drive, the kick out to Kani, and again pressure from Wong. Pressure from 30. Denying entry. 30. On the other side would draw the foul. It will take 2 free throws. Saturday afternoon, as FEU has not found the bucket so far. 7-0. And Cyrus Torres is now in the ballgame for the very first time. The cut by Comboy and the turnover. Nakasona itong FEU right now. Navarro sets up the roadblock. 30 rotates. 30 fakes left, drives right, and then sets up Ange Kwame for a tough under-goal stab for a Yamaha Mio #1 move.
Pat Trente was there, but really just Ange Kwame and getting a steal.
9-0. Wong, Kwame. Ravenna pulls out. Navarro trying to draw the foul. None given, uses the left hand, and it's now an 11-0 start for the defending champions here at the Mall of Asia Arena after the Jollibee 100%, the amazing move of the quarter.
And so far, just everything going in the way for the Ateneo Blue Eagles on both ends of the floor. Talk about William Navarro, one of the most improved players of Ateneo this season. He averaged only 3 points and 3 rebounds last season. As you see the first 3-point shot of FEU, they're now on the board, Boo.
First field goal over 6 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. You know what? The scary thing, and tell me if you agree here, Bea, with this observation. Ateneo won narrowly the last time against UST. And if you've been around, I guess, Coach Tab Baldwin, you might consider that a loss to him. So I say that in the sense that your next game is like you're coming off a loss. To them, they weren't sharp enough by his standards. The things that had to be worked still going into the game. So if you're the next opponent, you parang yun ang iaasahan mo that
they want to start extra strong, and I understand that point because in every game going up against Ateneo Blue Eagles, all the teams will bring their A game just because that Ateneo is the team to beat, the back-to-back champions, and it was a good test for Ateneo going up against UST as we take a TV timeout.
They're looking sharp right now here early in the first. 11-3 is our score. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena where we are down to 2:53 in our first quarter. 11-3 is the start for Ateneo and FEU. Cyrus Torres was the one who broke the scoreboard for FEU. If you look at Ange Kwame, the numbers look little, but his effect on the game, regardless of whether it was the UST game or any other game, is huge.
Exactly. Actually, in that UST game, he did have a slow start. Only 2 points in the first 3 quarters, and Chabio even outscored him 23 points in the first 3 quarters. However, in the fourth, when it mattered the most, this is when he really imposed his inside presence and making those 9 straight points in the fourth to still emerge with a double-double.
There, he blocked Pat Chuente, and then on the second opportunity, Chuente drew the foul. Clearly seen here in a McDonald's instant replay. Clean up top, then the second move.
Talk about the big shoes to fill for Pat Chuente versus the former reinforcement of FEU and Prince Arizu.
And the missed free throw keeps us at 11-3. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Doesn't get the roll on the second.
And now FEU with their own 2-2-1 full court press. Easily broken by Ateneo.
Mamuyak in the ball game. Tio in the ball game. And Mike Nieto in the game for the white and blue. Tio misses the 3. Another opportunity here for FEU. Homeboy against Mabu. Homeboy gets the roadblock. And again, Kwame with a closeout. Kwame keeps it in play. And Nieto takes advantage.
Nieto.
C2 fast break of the game. Not only was he able to close out, block, he kept the ball inbounds.
And once again, Ange Kwame really doing it on both ends of the floor. He's #1 in the league in blocks, 5 blocks in an average per game. So far, he already has 2 for him.
Look at that defense. Stifling would be the word. 3-on-1 on the other end. And Nieto is fouled. Ooh, and Alforque drops to the floor badly as both of them pick each other up. Mid-air collision.
Pushing foul on
Look at this. The block first on the 3-point attempt, and then Diptoes and keeps it in play. And Nieto says goodbye. And in this sequence, Alforque controlled his momentum.
Substitution for the timeout.
Both of them okay.
You just really love. I think it actually makes this league even more exciting just because the schedule is more compressed.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Less time to prepare and to recover as well for the next games.
Very good point. Isaac Goes back in the ball game. Actually, in the ball game for the very first time. A steal. Knocks down the second triple for Ateneo so far. As a team, they're not a great shooting team from beyond the arc, are they, Bea?
Exactly. They're actually only averaging 20% from beyond the arc. Again, as I mentioned, they made 10 in the last game. So far, 2 3-points made as well.
Good move.
Basket is good for Kevin Aponya.
And that is a move, and that is the kind of play that you'd expect for this graduating Barkley Bonya. First
Substitution
deal
for the timeout.
for the
Substitution
three
Blue Eagles.
to get it to 18-3. And then Bonya recovering here, makes some space for himself, and gets a 2+1 special. Unfazed. Go, kicks it out to the open man, and that is Nieto for 3. Gonzalez with 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gonzalez sidesteps, doesn't get it to roll in. That would have first quarter for the defending champions live here on SNA.